Hey, Ryan here, Movie Maverick from Instagram and Facebook, a Movie Maverick from Twitter, and I'm going to talk about Atomic Blonde. This movie is directed by David Leitch, who is basically the co-director from John Wick starring Keanu Reeves, and he's also the founder of 8711 Action, which does incredible stunt work, which was utilized perfectly in John Wick and also in John Wick Chapter 2. And this is his first time fully behind the camera directing a full-length feature film. I didn't really know too much about this movie going in other than what the marketing was giving me. It was basically being sold as, you know, the next John Wick, but with the female. And I was honestly hoping there was a little bit more to it than just aping from John Wick's success. What this movie ends up being is actually a spy thriller with that awesome choreographed action that John Wick has. Scattered throughout. One sequence in particular, which is probably going to be nicknamed the stairwell fight, is hands down the standout moment of the film, with this extended, well-choreographed action set piece that just really blew me away. The action is a little closer in the frame than I'm used to with this type of stunt work, like you see in John Wick. And a cool thing that John Wick doesn't do is it actually kind of stands out on its own because it utilizes a little bit of a style to it. Like there's the pseudo one-shot look to it, and also he uses some slow-mo here and there in the action. And I thought that was pretty cool. The actors and stunt performers look amazing and badass doing it throughout the movie, and it's awesome. But that being said, where I feel the movie really falls flat is in its presentation of the story. The story is a very convoluted, very complex plot, as a lot of spy thrillers usually are. You can think of like Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy being one of the most recent ones. And it's hard to follow the characters. I mean, there's lots of twists and turns. Characters don't appear to be who they are. And my biggest problem with it was that I didn't really feel for a lot of them. It was hard to understand their motivations, so that when you have these amazing action sequences, I found it very hard to care. I mean, the movie does attempt to give some type of backstory and hints here or there, but it really doesn't deliver in any aspect to make me invested in the characters. And for me, that's a major problem. I mean, there was even a sequence at the end of the film that I feel should have been pivotal for the main character, and I, number one, was confused, and number two, just felt nothing. Which is a shame, because this movie has a great style to it. It being set in the 80s, during the tail end of the Cold War, was a great excuse to have a bunch of 80s songs and a pretty cool soundtrack. It just is unfortunate that it's in a movie that just kind of leaves me a little cold. No pun intended. Okay, I'm lying. I was intending that pun this whole review. So overall, I can't really give this my highest recommendation. It's a decent spy thriller if you're into that type of thing, with some pretty awesome action that I really appreciate, being a lover of this stuff. And if anything, technically, I'm even more excited now to see Deadpool 2 filmed by this director. So I can't wait. Alright guys, thank you so much for listening. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Take it easy.